Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Harry A. Danforth Pavilion here in Mansfield, Connecticut, where tonight, just a single game of SimWorld U on SimWorld TV. I got it, and I'm D-Ron. Joining me tonight is Sniper Jay. Thank you, Jay. Man, good to have you here with me for this Big East Conference matchup between number 12 Butler Bulldogs and the UCONN Huskies.
It's always a pleasure, B-Ron. I'm ready for some Big East basketball tonight.
I'm ready for it too, man. I'm stumbling and bumbling over my words, but hopefully there won't be any of that on the court here tonight. Butler, 12-4 entering this one. UCONN, 8-7. And Butler plays a very well-rounded, team-oriented game of basketball, especially on the defensive side. Their defense is what has them in this spot to begin with. Before I kick it over to you, Jay, I'm going to set the table here as Butler gets on the board first, starting with the Bulldogs here. We got Sean Daly playing point guard, Trayvon Timms, the shooting guard, Humberto Dyson and Japon Dolly Jr., the forwards, and then Christian Keys is the center for the Bulldogs. And for the Huskies, $5, our forward. Ruben Morgan is the point guard, Neil Nation the other guard. Malcolm Oliver, center, and then Frieda Redmond, small forward spot, starting five on both sides. There we go. We get going here.
Yep, and Butler's off to an amazing start. They done got 2 straight buckets. UConn looking like they're not ready for this zone just yet, but hopefully they wake up.
Hopefully they wake up. That's kind of been the theme around UConn this season so far anyway. This is the team last season, Jay. They were 32-4 last season. Ended up number 2 in the top 25 and were just one. They ended up making it to the championship game, but losing to Miami as there is another quick bucket from Sean Daly.
And that's his second bucket of the night. He's looking real comfortable, real shifty out here. Look out for him if he gets going early.
Yeah, him and Trayvon Timms are the two-headed attack of this Bulldog offense. As Malcolm Oliver in the post gets the foul as Japon Dolly Jr. gets his first of the game. And we'll see Malcolm Oliver, the big 7'1" junior for the Huskies at the line. And for a big, he shoots his free throws well, 76.5% from the line.
Absolutely, and just looking at him compared to everybody else on the court, he is big, B-Ron, if I may put it like that. He is towering over everybody. I hope UConn uses him effectively in the middle of that zone.
I hope so too, and they have other guys around him who could give him opportunities. I mentioned nominations earlier, and Frieda Redmond, both two guards, the guard and the forward, can definitely give Oliver opportunities as well in a spot where you're worried more about Nations and Redmond. You know, you get Oliver on the screen to him, and you got to worry about those two. So Oliver's your mind.
Absolutely.
Well, let's talk keys to the game here, Jay, as we get going. What do you see your keys to the game for UConn?
For UConn, I think they're going to need to shoot the ball well from the three-point line tonight. Butler is known to play their zone, and they started off in their zone. If they could somehow make shots and open up Oliver in the middle, I think they have a good chance to win this game here at home.
Well, there's Oliver attacking the mismatch right there. You mentioned the three-point shooting. They make about 4.7 a game as a team and 29% from the field from there as a team. So I agree. Those numbers can come up. We got a good chance tonight. What about Butler though? Another foul on this one on Christian Keys. His first.
For Butler tonight, B-Ron, just to hurry up and get through what you want to ask me, I think their keys tonight is just play solid basketball. They're a good team. There's no star, you would say. I mean, you got the two-headed snake in Daly and Timms, but they're a good team, and they make sure they make the right plays. So if they do that tonight, I think they could hold up to their number 12 ranking in that top 25.
Yeah, good team basketball. This is a team that ranks 29th in offensive points per game allowed. So they're up there with some of the nation's top defenses in terms of that category anyway. As Oliver comes away empty at the line that time. We'll see how that hurts UConn potentially.
and he's a good free throw shooter too. And they're going to need those down the stretch to beat this Butler team.
Absolutely. The conference play is underway. This is both teams' first game in Big East play. We saw some Big East teams play last night, Villanova and Marquette. Villanova ended up getting a win in that one. Second chance here, third chance here. No, number 4, no. All right, only 3 times. Not the charm there for the Bulldogs on that possession.
But if I'm Butler, I like that possession. I'm offensive rebound. I'm getting shots that I want. I mean, Chapman Daly shot like a one-legged fadeaway 3, but it almost went in. But the rebounding is what I'm more concerned about with Butler. If you continue to rebound like this, it's gonna bode well in the second half for you.
And Butler is a rebounding team. Again, they're top 25 in the nation as a rebounding team. So they do that very well too. And rebounds are always key to give yourself a chance in any ball game. And there, great job going through the contact and getting the 2 points, giving Butler the lead right back at 6.
Jolly Jr., offensive threat for Butler, showing it off right there.
Now Butler getting the steal and 3 to Redmond. Sends that into the first goal there. Look out. I'm going to make a play on that one. Butler will retain possession after the block. We'll see what kind of things they run here on the inbound play. This is known to be a hostile environment for teams to come into, Jay, especially during conference play. Expecting to see a similar theme here tonight.
Absolutely, with the prestige that UConn has and how they've been in the past, this student section, these fans, they are locked in. They are passionate about this UConn team, and they're going to try to push their team to change their season around here in conference play by coming to the games and being really loud.
Yeah, exactly. Even though they're not playing up to expectations so far this season, we've said it plenty of times before getting here. There is plenty of time for things to change. A conference season is a whole new set of ball games, a whole new season, if you will. Everybody starts 0-0. Both these teams are 0-0 and looking to get a leg up early in conference play. Another attack to the basket, as this time Redmond makes a foul called on him this time down. And we'll see free throws for Butler this time.
I think that's Tim's at the line. And
yes.
Get this beat, Ron. His interest is music. I think he likes music. I don't know if he plays any instruments, but I think he likes music.
Hey, look, music is a passion of mine too, so I totally get that. Me and him will probably talk about music forever, man.
Sure. What kind of music do you enjoy, B. Ron?
I'm all over the place, man. I'm all over the place. Everything really, except for like country, really. I have a good ear. I'm open to a lot of stuff.
You gotta listen to that new country. They kind of trying to mix it with hip hop. You probably should try that, and maybe you'll like it.
Maybe. We'll check it out. We'll see how it goes, right? UConn taking their first time out of the game. We're gonna take our first one as well, folks. 13-6, Butler out in front. I'm right back.
It's time to see the game, be the game.
Be sure to check out Rico on Clutch Time every Tuesday on SimWorld TV at 2 o'clock.
Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know. Tell me a little something. Should I record? Yeah. Y'all know how I go down, right? They always want to hold you down. Y'all know.
Welcome back, everyone. 13-6, Butler out in front here early, and nowhere almost 5 minutes through, Jay. But what have you seen in the first 5 minutes so far that has impressed you from either side?
From Butler, I think they're really flexing on UConn. They're showing their experience. Their two lead guards and Chapman, Daly, and Timms is really getting wherever they want. It's really impressive to see, especially in a hostile environment like UConn. And for UConn, I think they just need to settle in a little bit more, get more comfortable, and understand that this is Big East basketball. This is where they belong. This is their conference, technically, if you want to be honest. But they just need to settle in and get things going and have confidence that they can win and come back into this game, B-Ron.
Yeah, I can agree with that last bit, especially about it being their conference. They've been the leaders of this conference for a long time. Now, last year, Xavier did end up winning the Big East, but still, UConn has had plenty, 10 conference championships to be exact. So this is a team that knows how to win, especially in their own conference. So we'll see how that goes this season. They can make it back there as that shot from Morgan does not find its mark. Rattled around with nothing doing there. Now Keys on the other end can't finish it either. Other comes away, and that was a good look there too on the inside. Now here's Kevin Sullivan drawing the contact, and Dyson foul his first of the game.
Man, Sullivan looks like one of those light poles outside. He's so huge, man.
Yeah. He is a big kid. Big kid, man. 6'7", 275 pounds. Supposed to be a wrestler at some point. Signed a contract a few years ago, a developmental contract with the SimWorld Wrestling Society. So we'll see how that's enough for him if he decides to stick with basketball, or if he uses that more to just get a little more of the physical strength side of things and plays more with basketball. Anyway, though. Tim's attacking and throwing the lob up to Christian Keys.
The big athletic big man in the middle for Butler, showing off the athleticism there.
Yeah, now Tim's with the steal, bringing the ball to court, decides on a mid-range jumper. It was a good shot. He didn't get it to go, but look who's there on the glass, Sean Chapman Daly.
Man, isn't he the smallest guy on the court? Why is he in there getting rebounds and laying it up like he's 6'10"?
And Sean Chapman Daly, 6'3". Not the shortest on the team. That honor goes to DeJuan O'Kelly Seaton. O'Kelly Seaton is 5'11". But still, yeah, Chapman Daly getting in there, guy reels like that. That's something that should be happening a whole lot there, Jay. I agree, 100%. 100% there, my friend. Go ahead, what you got?
I'm impressed by that last rebound by Chapman Daly. I mean, you don't really see too many small guards get in there and muck it up with the big fellas. And for him just to grab the board and constantly shoot a left-hand layup, it's impressive. And that's why I think he's the head of the snake for Butler, because of his energy and effort and his ability to get his nose dirty and play tough basketball. That's the type of energy that Butler has brought to this game, and that's probably why they're ranked 12th in the country, B-Ron.
Yeah, you're probably right. And look, speaking of energy and effort, we need a lot more of that from a lot more of you guys out there to bring more people into SimWorld. Invite people to join, tell them about it. Who knows, they might like it, they want to be a part of it. But as I always say, this is a great experience, and people don't know it exists unless you tell them about it. So invite us to be a part of SimWorld, what we're doing over here. We are giving away a 5,000 EM signing bonus for head coaches that join, for any super fans that join as well. So you bring them in, and they join as a head coach or a super fan, you're going to get 5,000 EMs, they're going to get 5,000 EMs. Everybody likes free money, and no one likes that foul, though. That's a reach-in call for Sia Alton-Gertis.
B-Ron.
Yes.
UConn is struggling right now as they hit a three-pointer.
They sure are, but that's going to help. Booba Morgan nails a three-pointer. I think you had a question for me, though, Jay. I feel like you had a...
How is UConn going to get back in this game? And I think we just saw it, but I want to hear your perspective on it.
So for me, I think that they really need to try to lean more on their guard-forward combo of Norman Neechans and Reed Redmond. I know Redmond has been inconsistent, but he's been clutch when they need him to be. They kick it out to him here. But I think that you lean on those two guys and everything else falls into place as a result because of what they do well. Get the rails going, and there's Reed Redmond right on cue. Spoke him up, and he shall receive a Reed Redmond two-pointer there. Redmond is a projected second-round pick right now, sophomore class, so he could decide to stay or he leaves this season for UConn. We'll see what happens, though. I think he comes back, personally.
I mean, it depends on the. Oh my goodness!
Oh, Christian Kelly! Oh my goodness! What? You mentioned it earlier. He's so athletic for a big, and that makes a lot of these modern bigs really dangerous. Jay, their athleticism really throws people off guard.
Yes, it does. But it looked like he just dunked on a 14-foot rim. How high he jumped up there, Keys. He had to touch the top of the backboard when he caught the ball. I mean, I would love to see that shot of his whole chest above the rim dunking that one. Man, you're absolutely right. The modern day big is uber athletic. They catch lobs, they run the floor, they rebound well, and Keys is a good replica of that.
There's Hassan Abdallah. Hit the foul call there. 21-14, Butler out in front here still. And they're looking to add more points going to their total with Humberto Nice here at the line, junior for this Bulldogs squad, listed here at 6'9", 201. He's a really good free throw shooter too, 83% from the line. Speaking of that, Butler is a team overall. They shoot the free throw really well in general. They are top 20 in the category as Tim will take a seat on the bench.
Good free throw shooting is a sign of a good team, and it's discipline, it's practice. Obviously, that matter. Practice this, and maybe does it for competition and practices, and that's why this team shoots good free throws. B-Ron.
I tell you what, I never had much of a jump shot when I was playing. I could make some free throws. I could make some free throws. And there's Abdallah getting himself going on the board there.
He ran the floor and got rewarded with an easy bucket. That's the way to get out in transition if you're UConn off that missed free throw.
Yeah, run the floor and feed the horses, man. One of my old coaches used to say, run the floor and feed the horses. They'll reward you every time. And look at the steal there. Great steal from UConn. It was from Vinny and Terrell, but the Huskies can't score on possession.
Yep. Hutchinson misses the shot there. I mean, I'm not comfortable with that shot in transition. I like a wide open three-pointer or something down here to try to draw a foul if I'm UConn.
Big mismatch in the post, but they can't take advantage of it. Micah J. Kiefer instead turns the ball over, trying to pass it out and pass it right to a white Husky jersey. And Sullivan in the post. Fadeaway jumper, good. Evan Sullivan.
Throwing off the fadeaway, Sullivan there.
Love to see it. Line the waves, just pulling us Butler in the blue jerseys with the white trim. Huskies in their home white. With 21-18, Butler lead, 10-20 left in the first half of play. As that one falls short, falls out, is what I'll say. Abdallah on the rebound. As the Huskies try to tie their game potentially here with the basket. And anyway, Sullivan back out, swings it around to Nations. Good! Norman Nations gets that one to rattle home. And just like that, we're all tied with 21 apiece. And now Butler and Thad Monaco take their first time out of the game. We're all knotted up at 21 here. 9:49 left in the first half. Be right back, folks.
Yo, 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 it's your boy. Check out Talking Dirty with me so we can catch up on prep news and SimWorld sports. You know the deal. Holla at the boy. See the game? Be the game.
Welcome back, everyone. We're all set up at 21 apiece, and Jay, UConn fought back in this game. How did they do it, my friend?
Yes, I'm going to give Butler the blame for this one. They were playing zone. They build the league. All of a sudden, they go man, and UConn gets on fire. So, shout out UConn for understanding that they went man, and they started putting on points on them. I expect Butler to go back to that zone because I don't think UConn can score against the zone as effectively as they do against man.
The experience of these head coaches and Dan Hurley in particular, you don't get to 2 straight national championship games and trying to get to a 3rd one without those kind of adjustments and recognizing those kind of things. So, like you said, props to UConn for figuring it out, but also on the other side, they gotta get back on their side as well and figure things out. As Jaquan Jolly Jr. finishes that one. But Jay, I will say it's difficult to play that zone when you're not able to get back in transition properly, as there's another foul on Austin Gertz.
Absolutely, B-Ron. It is hard to play zone when you shoot bad shots or turning the ball over on offense, but this Butler team knows better than that. They know they have to take care of the ball. They know they have to shoot good shots to get their zone set up.
Yeah, like we said, this is a good team that Butler has. I would say UConn, if you look at the roster on paper, they have a better roster on paper. But as we know, Jay, the game's not played on paper unless you're doing D&D or something like that. We're not doing that today.
No. Yeah. We like to be on the court around here, B-Ron.
Like to be on the court here. I don't mind doing either myself. I'm a big D&D guy myself. But that's for another day. That's for another day. Another time perhaps.
But just to pick up on the remark I made, Butler did come out that timeout in the zone and got a stop and came down and scored right away. So apparently Thad Matta knew exactly what happened and changed it up immediately.
Yeah, knew exactly what he had to do at that time. Didn't matter what they did. They were scoring anyway. It's Angel Hendrick, freshman, knocking down that mid-range jumper. Gives UConn a 2-point lead. Under 10 minutes left in the first half. This has gone by. I feel like kind of we had a few stoppages in play besides the fouls, of course. But this first half has gone by pretty quick, and already a 2-point lead, and it's going to stay that way as Jolly Jr. could not score there. Looking to extend it here. Good! Julian Terrell knocking down a 3-pointer, extending his Husky lead out. And that is only Terrell's second made 3-pointer of the season.
It's a good time for it to come in conference play against a ranked team on the televised game. It's a good time to start making 3-pointers, B-Ron.
Never a bad time for him, and what a circus shot that was from Javonte Thornton. Another freshman making big plays.
Yeah, and he's a freshman playmaking forward, so look for him to make plays as he just did there.
Did it right there, man. Those shots, Jay, where you're in the air, you have to control your body, make a change like that in the air, direction, whatever it is. How difficult are those shots to actually make? Because they look difficult from my perspective here.
It depends on the person. You know, some people grow up shooting those types of shots because they have to. And sometimes some people just get lucky, D-Ron. I mean, sometimes you just throw it up there, it hits the right angle on the glass and goes in, and you look pretty cool. But it all depends on how you played the game as a younger kid.
That makes sense. Some things, like you said, come easier than others, and that three ball from Thornton certainly looked like it was easy for him. Stretching the floor at his side at 6'6". I think that is a good skill to have in your toolbox. As that time, good defense from Butler forced to miss the Bulldogs in transition.
Yes, Butler's zone is really good, and it forces UConn to take tough shots. And UConn has it correct. UConn knows what to do. They have to push in transition and get open shots in transition, because if Butler gets this zone set, it's going to be really tough to score again.
Yeah, and Butler that time failing to score, failing to defend well, as UConn finds a way inside. As you saw two Butler players go down from that last possession, they're back up and playing again. Tevin Daly counts the basket, and you see a little shoulder shake. He's going Tevin Daly feeling himself after that one.
The confidence on this guy is unreal. Unreal.
That look to be one of those you can't guard me, don't matter what you do sort of shoulder shake there.
And I would have took that extremely personal when I'm on the court. Nobody in one lead and then get in my face and beat on their chest and pump up the crowd. No, we're not going to do that. I expect UConn to have an answer, especially since they're the home team.
Let's see if they have an answer here. They do not have it on that position anyway. Morgan missed his jumper. But the good thing, I guess, for the Huskies is that after all of that showboating, Tevin Daly missed the free throw, but that also is not going to help. Gordon, the freshman, making a big freshman mistake, not realizing where he was on the court, backed up too far. Backcourt violation. Huskies take over.
Yep. And Thornton has been playing well. He's been making plays, so that one mistake is not too bad. I don't think he's going to get pulled out for that one, but another one, they might look to get him out of there.
Yeah, not the end of the world, but something to keep an eye on, for sure. You can't make those mistakes in a tight game like this when mistakes need to be minimized if possible here. And this spot here for Butler is not a good possession at all. Struggling to get set.
Look at this spacing.
What spacing? What spacing, right? That was a horrible possession for Butler. Nobody got set. Looked like they had a hard time getting a play call or whatever it was. Jay, I'm not sure what.
I don't know either, but I blame the point guard. When in doubt, blame the point guard. He is the extension of the coach, and he should be getting the team where they need to be, and everybody should be in their spots. So I blame the point guard.
Someone has to blame for it. Someone has to, right?
Absolutely.
Malcolm Oliver here at the line once again. Makes the first one.
And I was talking to a GA for Connecticut, and Oliver likes to go to the botanical gardens and take photos of flowers, man. He's the photographer, and he loves taking the pretty pictures of the flowers, and he sells them online. B-Ron.
That sounds really relaxing. I can't lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. That is the one hobby that I never got into, photography. Never got into it like that, but I love when other people love those kinds of things. And now look at the shenanigans continuing, I should say, for Butler, as he got two straight turnovers from the Bulldogs. Last time it ended in points on the free throws for UConn from Oliver. We'll see how this one goes. These are the kind of things that Mata has to get under control.
Yes, it must be the crowd noise or something that's throwing them off. I'm not sure, but it's not like Butler to do this.
Well, thing is, if you keep doing it, the crowd noise is only going to get worse for you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. If the crowd think they can get to you, they will.
They will. They've already won. But that time, Sean Chapman-Daly answers, ending their string of turnovers with points and tying the game right back up. 4:15 left in the first half of play here. We're winding down the first half, and I would normally ask what the magic number is for the side, but it's tie game, so that doesn't matter. As that fading three from Redmond does not go. Let's go a different direction. What are you looking to be at if you want to be comfortable heading into the locker room trying to be ahead? Jay.
Yep. I like that question because I was going to give you the answer to it. If I'm UConn, I want to be up by 4 to 6 points. If I'm UConn, I would want to be up 4 to 6 points, mainly because I'm playing against a tough opponent. I'm in my home court. I would like to start off the second half up 2 possessions. If I'm Butler, I'm good with it being a 2-point game. I'm good with it being a very close game at halftime because I know I done my job as the road team, came in here and took UConn's best punch and survived it.
Survived it, and another foul on Christian Keys. He survived the contact. Got the point, but he'll try to get one more here at the line to make it 3 the old-fashioned way and make it a 2-point Bulldog lead in the process. At least some subs here. Valley Jr. will exit. Christian Keys will go to the free throw line once again.
You know they say Keys get in the gym twice a day plus practice? Big basketball guy.
That's dedication. That's grind set, whatever you want to call it, man. It's real good. Good look.
Yep. They say he goes in there at 6 a.m. Then they usually have practice around 2 p.m. and he goes back at 9 p.m. to get shots up late at night. The dedication on Keys is unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely a gym rat for sure. Is the assist to Morgan goes to Redmond on the jumper. As we're exchanging baskets here, we wind down the first half of play. What do you think the total is going to be? I'm looking at potentially 45 points to the side heading into the locker room, perhaps.
You thinking 45? I think they're going to try to play good defense these last 2 minutes. I think it's going to remain tied at around 40, 42 at the highest.
I like it. We'll see. Malcolm Oliver here, back to the line after the blocking foul, and it's probably gonna have the 1-and-1 here for UConn as Oliver back here at the line. Does not make the first one, so it don't matter. 1-and-1 does not matter. You don't make the first free throw.
UConn needs those. They need those in a bad way. Playing against a ranked team at home, you need to minimize missed shots and mistakes as much as you can.
Absolutely. Minimize as much as you possibly can. Both teams missing the shots. We'll move back possessions here. That one also not gonna fall. A strong defense on the interior. You love to see it. And now Butler trying to answer. They do there. Big shot. That's via Alton Gertis, number 8. The Bulldogs there.
He is a shooter, B-Ron.
He is a shooter. Love to see it. It's a shooter shoot, man. 39-37. Butler out in front here as we wind down the first half of play. And look, it's a little early, but it's still time for y'all to get your shout outs in. You guys want something you want to say? Let us know, and we'll read it out loud to the world here. Shout out your mom, your dog, whatever it is. But hey, get them thoughts out there. And we're gonna take a quick break. We'll get shout outs as we come back from the break. Oh, my apologies. We'll get them get those together during the break, and we will see them off for you here as we wind down the first half of play here. But hey, look, we're getting toward the end of the first half. Both of these teams are playing really well. It's been a competitive game, back and forth really. Once UConn tied it up, it was back and forth. And I think this is just a good sign of things to come in the second half.
Absolutely. Yep, and we got Coach Sim. I'm gonna answer your question, B1, but Coach Simpson, shout out to SimWorld. If you don't know about it, you're probably dead by now. From Coach Simpson, thank you for the shout out. Yeah. But B-Ron, I expect a good game all the way through. This is Big East basketball. There is no easy games. I expect this to go down to the wire.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those games where it very well could come to that, just given the pedigree and talent that's on UConn and the team play of Butler. I think both of those things cancel each other out, and it's going to make for a competitive game. You see the charge there on Tim, the Maestro somewhere doing a little dancey dance as we get a charge in the game.
That was number 30, Morgan for UConn picking up the charge. I know Dan Hurley is going to feed off that type of energy. He loves tough players that take charges, dive on loose balls, grab tough rebounds. I know he's going to feed into that type of play for his team.
I saw him run down the sideline here and pump his fist after the charge. And he's very happy here too after that basket as well, as UConn has the lead. Once again, minute and 10 left in the first half of play. Kevin Haley trying his best there, or Tim rather. Not getting it done that time. Now Kevin Sullivan back out to Redmond. Redmond playing out on the perimeter. Goes it back inside. Sullivan in the post. Starts for a jumper and tries not to. Foul on Abdallah. Called on Thornton.
And that's Thornton's fault right there. As a freshman, you have to know you can't let anybody cut across your face and in the middle of the lane. He's going to learn the hard way if he keeps letting people cut right in front of his face, and he's going to keep picking up fouls or getting scored on. But that's just a freshman mistake from Thornton. He'll learn.
Yeah, it's all when you're a underclassmen, freshman, sophomore, you're still learning and adjusting to so many things, especially in a new environment. In some cases, basketball, school, all that stuff. I know we're getting down here on time, so I'll save my question on that one for the second half. I feel like it's relevant to things with all of the young players we have. Sullivan grabs the board, can't finish it though after the rebound. Unfortunately for him and UConn, no points on the free throw attempt. As Butler is going to try to take the lead back, and they do. Beautiful move inside. Oh, he got skinny to finish that over the defenders there.
It was a big time drive from him. Way to finish through contact as well.
Absolutely. A great rebound there from Thornton. Active on the glass so far. Final 15. And there's a blocking foul going to call on Norman Nations. I thought they were going to call a out of bounds there, but no, Micah J. Keeper now going to the line to shoot free throws. 1-1 coming up.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that foul, B. Ron. This Big East basketball, this is physical basketball. That seemed like swag basketball right there, calling that foul. Keeper has to be stronger than that with the ball, and he got bailed out.
Maybe a bit of acting on his end too, perhaps, to get the foul called as well. He makes it count. 2 points, 3-point Butler lead. Final 15 seconds of the first half here, coming to a close. Booker Morgan has ball in his hands. You have Nations and Redmond out there on the floor as well. Let's see what they do, where they go with it. Morgan still had his drive inside, gets foul. No basket though. Thornton. That's his second, third of the game.
Might be his third. I feel like he's been fouling a lot. But Morgan,
me too. Third, yeah.
Morgan slicing through the defense, very quick guard, man. He's making plays out here for UConn tonight.
Slicing and dicing this Bulldog defense, finding his way to the free throw line, and see if he can hit the free throws here as well. He does get the first one. Morgan on the season, a 68% free throw shooter.
It's not bad. I would expect it to be better because he's a point guard, but that's not bad. Let's hope he can make the second one here.
Yeah, he makes second one. It's a 1-point Bulldog lead. He does make the second one as well. Perfect from the line, and that'll be how we head to the locker room here. A 43-42 Butler lead. Number 12 holding on to the lead. And for now, the number 12 spot as we head into the locker room for halftime, Jay.
Yep, and I would just like to add that UConn has figured it out. It's hard to go against that zone. If they can get stopped on defense, get out in transition, it'll be much easier for them on the offensive end. But Butler, I like what Butler's doing. They're holding down the fort. They're playing strong. They're making the right play every time. shout out to Butler for coming into UConn and holding it down in the first half. They're showing that number 12 ranking is serious, and I can appreciate that. B-Ron.
Yeah, this is a team that, again, much improved from last season. The 12-4 entering the game. Last season they were 11-19. So this is a much improved Butler team, and they're showing it so far. They didn't let the hostile environment of UConn get to them, which I think is a big deal in a game like this, in a big conference game like this. Second half action coming up, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some Big East basketball.
Do you have the mind of a coach? Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
Second half action here, getting ready to begin. You know what that means, folks. It's time to throw up those deuces. 43-42. Butler is hanging on as the number 12 team in the nation. But for how long can UConn get it back on track? We'll find out. And there's a good start as Christian Keith picks up his third foul early in the second half, just a few seconds into it.
I'm sorry, B-Ron. I'm still throwing up my deuces because I'm so excited for the second half. Give me a second.
I understand. Everybody loves it. Norman Nations at the line for the Huskies. Nations known as really a guy who can give you a little bit of everything on the offensive end in particular, especially. And I think he really shines shooting the three ball in particular.
Yep, I have to agree with you, B-Ron. He has an impressive last name at Nations, but in my notes, I got him as a playmaking shooter for UConn.
Yeah, leads the team in three-pointers at 25, but right behind him is Bree Revenue, I mentioned earlier, at 23. Mentioned it earlier, both those kids are the main focuses for UConn, so got to get them going. As there's Sean Chevin Daly continuing to work in this game. He's going early for Butler and picking up steam getting in the second half here. Let's talk changes and adjustments now, Jay. Heading into the second half. Let's start with Butler. So they had the ball to the steal from Travion Timms. What do they need to do change-wise, adjustment-wise to get out of here with the win?
I think Butler needs to run their offense a little more. I'm put UConn in situations, make UConn tired on the defensive end. That way it helps their man-to-man defense and their zone defense. I think if Butler runs their offense more, they would get open shots and UConn will wear down more easily.
That makes sense. What about UConn? What do they have to do to get back in this game, possibly win it? Or they can steal it.
I think transition is everything for UConn in this game. I think transition is everything. If they can force turnovers, get stopped, and score in transition, because they have depth. On my scouting report, I got 9 people that Dan Hurley played. That is a long bench, in my opinion. Usually in conference play, you play like 7, maybe 8 people, but they got 9 people that they're going to use here tonight. Dan Hurley needs to use this depth and make sure his team is fresh and always moving fast in transition to get transition buckets, Biron.
And you mentioned it earlier, the tiring out of UConn. That's where that depth you mentioned comes into play too for UConn. If their bench can come in and play really well in the second half, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me in terms of good things, potentially, for the Huskies.
Absolutely. I felt like I sounded like an oxymoron right there, but that's usually the key to basketball. One team is trying to make you do something, and you're trying to do what the team is trying to force you not to do. Exactly.
Right. It's kind of like the old adage in baseball: hit them where they ain't. The same concept applies here, just different words to describe it. As nations try to fight through contact, can't do so there to tie the game up. Butler back in transition, quick at the floor, pass out to Chapman Daly behind the head pass there to get it back out too. That was a dangerous one, but it ended up working out in terms of them having the ball still at least. Double team, knocked away, but Keys still has possession of it. Finally gives it up. Now attacking was Jolly Jr. Couldn't finish it there, and the Huskies will take over. Out of bounds. All of that work on offense there, all for naught.
And that's the type of defense you want if you're UConn. I mean, they made it real tough on them, and they forced a turnover / team rebound at the end. If you're UConn, that's positive.
That was almost a positive outcome. Oh no, it was. There's a second chance. Nope, can't get there. Third opportunity at it. There you go, Malcolm Oliver. That's how you make sure it counts. 2 hands. Power and safety.
Using that size on the offensive board, that could become a big part of this game if he continues to have that type of hustle and energy on the boards.
Yeah, he's 7'1". He should be doing a lot more of that. I know this is now college basketball. A lot of these kids are bigger and taller than they were in their high school days. But 7'1" is insane. But that is a insane finish as well on the other end here from Butler. What a response to get the points back from Travion Timms, man.
Yeah, that reverse level is nice. The whoop-de-doo, the up and under, whatever you want to call it. He looked super athletic and super confident on that finish.
And Morgan showing off his confidence there on the jumper. Did not result in points, though. As Butler here trying to work in the corner here right now with it. Timms coming off the screen, going to the basket, soft layup through the contact. Off touch there from Timms.
Timms is a tough player, man. Timms is tough, man. He's almost looking like he wants to take over this game for Butler in the second half.
And that's why he's the team captain, senior leader on this team. You go to your veterans, your upperclassmen, whatever you want to call them here in this scenario, and they'll more likely get you in good position to do so. Right now, that guy is Travion Timms from Butler. Has the ball here again in his hand, being guarded by Freed Redmond. Pass inside, the mismatch here. Then in baseline, coming back inside. Jolly Jr. scores, and the Huskies will take a timeout. A 53-47 Butler lead as we get towards the end of the week here, and there's been a lot of things going on in the media feed, as always here around SimWorld. I know you got a little bit of time in your day to check in and get involved with all the things that are going on in the media feed throughout the day. You can check it at the end of the day, start of the day, throughout the day. We don't care. As long as you get involved and get active, involved in these conversations, in the content that we are putting together for you all here in SimWorld. Because that's what everyone says they love about this place. The immersion, the amount of content there is, all that stuff. You know how you can show that you actually do enjoy those things? By engaging, interacting with those things to earn those EMs, those engagements. And once again, as a reminder, we are giving away 5,000 EMs for a signing bonus and referral bonuses for those of you who invite people to join SimWorld. And if they become a part of SimWorld, they get some EMs, and so do you. 5,000 of them for referral bonuses for players, for coaches, and super fans as well. Anybody who joins, you can get them and spend them eventually on, you know, getting yourself some more shoes, look good, feel good, play good, all that stuff. Training sessions down the road, all that stuff coming down the road. Stack them up so when those things are ready, you can be first in line to reap the benefits of the EM system. And reaping the benefits there is nominations as we get that 3-pointer to fall and put the Butler lead to 3. UConn staying alive in this one. They're doing what they had to do in the first half all over again, Jay.
Yes, and Butler is back in that zone, and UConn's going to need to make outside shots if they want to have a chance to fight back into this game and try to win it. They're going to have to.
They can't play zone if they can't get back on defense. Evan Sullivan, the biggest guy on the court, beats his man down the floor and puts 2 points on the board, cutting the goal lead to 1.
Sullivan moving pretty good to say he built like a lion out there. He moving pretty fast down that court.
That is a nice moment there. Shot caught nothing but the air. And now Sullivan scoring again on the interior. And Christian Keys is there. Could not really get into a position to defend him well, as Sullivan gives the Huskies the lead. And somewhere, Coach Elisa Dodge is smiling and happy that her former player Kevin Sullivan is playing a part in this one. Butler and Christian Keys scores, and they take the lead right back. Seesaw battle, back and forth, up and down we go here in this one.
Yes, Iran. And Sullivan's doing a good job with Keys, using his body to shield Keys and making sure Keys doesn't have an angle to block his shot, and that's how he's able to get these easy layups and finish. So shout out to Sullivan to know how to use his body and use angles to get points.
And there's a poor decision from Keys, fitting back into the double team. Got his shot blocked, sent back. Finney and Terrell was there, among others. We're all kind of in the vicinity of that one.
This is the time UConn needs to score. Butler is in man-to-man, and UConn is good against man-to-man. They're not the best against zone, but this is the time UConn needs to convert on the offensive end.
Hutcherson does in fact score. My apologies for that one. I believe it was Nations who scored that one. We'll have to get a second look at that one as we're going to take a quick break on the timeout here, folks. We'll be right back. 12:02 left in the second half of play. UConn out on top, 5-1.
There's no better time than now. See the game, be the game.
Good afternoon, madam.
Yeah, I'm sorry, officer.
Can I see your papers, please? Hello. Mummy in a bit of a hurry, was she? Step out of the car, madam! Step out of the vehicle now!
Welcome back, everyone. UConn out in front by 1, 56-55, but we're seeing a really good game from both sides leaning into their star players and getting production where they need to elsewhere. Freed Redmond leading the way for UConn 12. Drew Morgan right behind him with 10 points. Travion Timms 15 for Butler. Chunky Vandaley with 14 points, and Christian Keys 1 basket away from a double-double. 9 points, 10 rebounds on the day for him. So both teams doing their part to keep themselves in the game, and this has just been a really good game of basketball so far, Jay.
Absolutely, and this is what we expected. We expected the guys who lead the team in scoring to lead the team in scoring, who leads the team in blocks to lead the team in blocks, rebounding. It's a good game, but you got to give credit to UConn, right? They come in here technically outmatched according to the SimWorld Top 25, SWU Top 25, and they're holding their own on their home court in this Big East Conference opener. They're doing a good job of making sure they get out in transition and making open shots. You got to give UConn credit. They're playing well.
Right, exactly, and they're doing it. And they've had to, come back multiple times in this game, and they've won multiple lead changes. The other one there is Thornton scores on the interior that time. This is a back and forth seesaw contest, and the amount of lead changes through this one has been crazy to see. And I think it also just goes to show how evenly matched these teams are in terms of talent versus team.
Yes, I agree, and it also goes to show how competitive the Big East is going to be this year. Everybody knows we have Butler top 5, top 3, maybe even top 2, some would say, but this game is showing that anybody can play with anybody in this conference, and you have to come to play every night.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk leading into conference play, and best about the Big East especially, a lot of these very strong teams in the Big East. You look at, Georgetown, Butler playing well, Creighton trying to continue their rise in prominence in the last 2 seasons as well. There's so many teams in the Big East where this could be one of the deeper conferences in terms of just teams and how good they are overall.
Yeah, I mean, I like a lot of teams in the Big East. I like Creighton, I like Nova, St. John's is not bad. Seton Hall, BCU. It's a lot of good teams that can possibly climb their way to the top of the Big East.
Yeah, and I really think that this conference is going to be one of the more fun ones to keep our eyes on throughout conference play. Again, just because of how tough it can be on a nightly basis. I think there's 3-4 teams that can realistically win this conference. Maybe even 5 teams.
It all depends on who gets hot at the right time, B-Rock.
Yep. And that's exactly what sports are all about too. And this is, we're not even talking about the ACC. We haven't seen them kick off their play yet either, as Kiefer hits a turnaround jumper to go that time. And in the ACC, we have strong teams in that conference. North Carolina, Duke, you got Virginia Tech playing well.
Yes.
Miami is so far this season, but that don't mean that in conference play they can't turn it around.
Yes, they can. But right now, UConn has to do something about this zone, and I see they're putting up shots, but they need to be confident enough to make shots if they ever want to get Butler out this zone, especially going down the stretch, because the more games you play, the more tired your legs, and the more those shots come up short.
Exactly. And there's the speed and the power. Dalton Mandela that got blocked. I thought that was a basket, but it was not.
Man, he sure did use that speed to get downhill. He couldn't just finish.
Sure did.
He couldn't finish, but next time, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to dunk it even harder.
He had me fooled, man. Everything had me fooled on that one, man. I swear. Everything had me fooled on that one. Oh, 9:25. We are finally under 10 minutes in the second half, and there's a mismatch taken advantage of. 2 points, Curtis and Michael J. Keeper.
Yep, credit to Butler. They have been doing a good job, and since the last media timeout, I'm really taking advantage of mismatches and getting the ball where it needs to go.
And is that something with your timeout that you're going to continue to press now in the final stretch of this game, Jay?
Absolutely. Butler team is made to play team basketball. Ooh, that freshman Thornton getting up on that rim right there. Big time athleticism, but yes. That Butler team is made to find the right player in the right position at the right time. They're a good team, and if I'm matter, I'm telling my team that every chance I get, hey, make the right play. Hey, get into the mismatch.
Now getting out and running in transition is Butler these last two possessions, and they scored every time down here. It's 3 in a row. The points Butler, 67-58. One bit of a run here is Butler, and this is, I want to say, one of the largest leads they've had in quite some time in this contest.
Yes, this is very much dangerous territory if you're UConn. You don't want this to get out of hand. You do not want this to get above a 10-point lead right now. It's too much time left.
Too much time left, and now Thad Mata going to try to get his guys back on the right track here. Well, Dan Hurley get back on track, I should say, but Butler using the timeout to keep themselves refreshed for the final 8 minutes of this contest. 7-point lead for the Bulldogs. We're going to take a break, folks. I'm right back. Welcome back, everyone. It's time to hold the impact player of the game, and for Butler, that young man right there, Travion Timms, has been one of the impact players in this game for them so far. All over the court, doing a lot of things well. In addition to his 15 points, he got 3 steals as well. I love that stat, personally.
Yes, Timms doing it on both ends of the court. He's playing defense, and he is scoring, and he is playmaking for his team. And my opinion, he's kind of have taken over this game for Butler in the second half, and how he has approached the scoring and getting his teammates involved, D-Ron.
Love a guy who can get his teammates involved in many facets of the game, and Timms, again, big part of Butler's performance here in this one. 7-point lead for Butler. UConn trailing, they gave a big run here a few minutes ago. What do they have to do to stop the bleeding and fight back in this game, make it closer? Closer, I think.
Yes, but for UConn, it's all. Wait a minute.
That illuminations right there. That'll definitely help. But continue your thought.
Yeah, I ain't know Nations had bounced like that getting up on that rim.
Fair.
But for UConn, D-Ron, it starts on the defensive end, right? You have to get stops. If you continue to let Butler score and get comfortable, they're going to continue to score.
As they do so right there. As Alton Gertis knocking that down.
I'm sorry, D-Ron. As I'm talking about them getting the stop, I expect them to get the stop, and I got them second.
Yeah, right. Look. The broadcaster's curse works both ways, right? But I mean, is it a curse that's a good thing? I don't know.
You never know.
Yes, but it's supposed to happen, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But UConn needs to get stops to get out in transition. That's the key to them getting back in this game. They need to spark a run, and they need to play at a fast pace, a fast tempo. Make sure Butler cannot set up that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, Yellow's hurt. That's the key.
That's the key.
That's the key. Yep. Somewhere Yellow's heard you say it's on defense, and Yellow's is like, heck yeah, it's on defense. You're damn right. He is happy about that, I'm sure. 70-66. Butler holding on to a lead here. 6:10 left in the contest. If this gets any closer, Butler pulls away here. What does Butler have to do to pull away on the opposite side? Look at the block from Oliver. But it doesn't matter because there's a foul on Abdallah. 2 points, count the basket, and they'll get a crack here at a free throw as well. The Butler going to the line here is Jaquan Jolly Jr.
UConn had a block shot there. The loose ball went to Butler. Kind of fell at Jolly lap, and Jolly made a layup and got fouled. You really can't teach those type of plays, but if you're UConn, you would like to come up with that 50-50 ball after the block shot.
Yeah, those 50-50 balls too are going to be big as Jolly Jr. gets his first free throw of the game to go. What a time for it as well. Sending that lead in a big way. But back to my question though, I wasn't sure if I had an answer or not. We got carried away in side attack with the game going in front of us. Butler is in the lead right now, and they were trying to pull away earlier, and they're still trying to do so, Jay. How can they make sure that happens?
If I'm Butler and I'm trying to stretch this game out to a 10-point lead, to a 15-point lead, first off, I'm running my offense. I'm making sure I get deep into the shot clock. There's a 30-second shot clock. I'm not trying to shoot the ball until less than 15 seconds if I'm Butler. I'm trying to run my offense through, see every option, and find the right play. And secondly, I'm attacking them. I'm trying to get downhill. I'm trying to get fouls. And I think Butler has been doing a good job of that for like the last 3 minutes, and that's why their lead is starting to grow.
Lead starting to grow. Didn't grow there on the nice free throw. First one. Second one here coming up. He does get that one though. 1 or 2 from the line there was Dyson. And they're very close to making it a 10-point lead again as Butler. And now Tim trying to get his 4th steal instead. It's caught with a reach-in foul for his trouble. A little bit too quick there on the steal attempt from Tim.
Look out for this zone. This zone's gonna be tough to beat right now. Everybody's tired.
Sure is, but Malcolm Oliver pulling that ball away and giving the Huskies a chance here. Redmond for 3. Good.
That's a big time shot for Redmond. That's the guy they need to step up late here and start making shots and really become that jack of all trades that I got listed on my notes that he is. We need him to be big time.
Definitely do need him to be big time to show up when you need him the most. This is the time to do so. Under 5 minutes left in the game, and it's getting late, boys. 74-69. Butler hanging on, trying to put this one away. Tucker down to 5. Timms use a screen, pull up jumper, no good.
And if you're Butler, you're not mad about that shot. It was late in the shot clock. The ball's in your best player hands. He gets the shot off. It hits the rim and almost goes in. That's a good possession if you're Butler right now.
Yeah, you're happy with that possession there for sure. That was one of the better ones we've seen in the half of them as they're trying to wind this one down, put it away. But UConn answers there, and it's now a 3-point lead for the Bulldogs. Starting its window here, UConn, it's looking pretty good for them down the stretch here. This is where they want to be.
Yeah, this is exactly where they want to be. A 1-possession game, under 4 minutes, at home, against a ranked opponent. This is exactly where they want to be. They're in a good spot right here, B-Ryan.
Very good spot. We'll see how they take advantage of it here. Keys fires from deep, can't get it to go. Just had to put that one up there. As Morgan has the ball in his hands, now being guarded by Chapman Daly. And Chapman Daly wins the battle and grabs the rebound in the process. One and done there. Up the floor quickly, and that's one you want to see Keys go all the way with instead of pulling up with a jumper there.
Absolutely, but Keys is known to be a good shooter as a big man, but late in the game, when you're winning, you kind of want to get downhill, maybe draw the foul, maybe secure the bucket, make sure the lead continues to grow.
Yeah, it looked like he had the space to go to the rim and at least, like you said, try to get a foul. Enough room was there. Nations, no good from 3 that time.
I'm not liking UConn's offensive choice of shots right now. I think they should work the ball around a little bit more, maybe get into some more options. They feel like they're going one-on-one too much, and it's not working right now.
That time it worked very well. One-on-one for Christian Keys. And another one, that's Tim's fourth. He got caught reaching in again. We saw that on a possession a few minutes ago where he tried to reach in quickly. It was third, now his fourth foul here. He's in the danger zone.
Yes, he is. And I have noticed that about Tim. He is a bit handsy up there at the top of that zone.
He is a bit handsy, but that three-pointer from Northern Nations makes this Butler lead just 2 with 2:20 left. Tim's going inside, draws the contact, no foul. Take a chance, can't do it, but gets the rebound. And Butler have another chance here. 10 on the clock after the reset. Kevin Daly down to 5. Fadeaway jumper, no good. A horrible shot selection there, in my opinion, by the Bulldogs there. But Morgan has it in his hands now as they'll try to respond and tie the game or take the lead on this possession. Morgan.
This is the time for UConn to tie the game and really put game pressure on Butler. They need a good shot right here, and they're going to get it.
Morgan inside, 2 points, high ball game.
And it's a whole new ball game from here on out. It's like another game. It's like it's tie ball game under 2 minutes to go. This is prime time basketball we got right here, B-Ron.
Here we go. What a way to spend your Friday evening with us here on SimWorld TV. What a game we got here. It's coming down to the wire. 76 apiece. Number 12, Butler, trying to hang on, trying to remain in the top 15 in the nation perhaps with the win. And that's going to help. Big three-pointer from Jaquan Jolly Jr.
Yes, and he's the offensive threat. And I know you want to double team Tim's, but you can't leave him.
How about that response from Kareem Redmond, though? 3 for 3, answering right back. Under a minute left here. Sean Kevin Daly trying to attack and give his Bulldogs the lead back. Back out to Jolly Jr. Hit a 3 earlier last time down. Timms has it in his hands. Game clock down to 40 seconds. Shot clock down to 7. Butler attacking. Good! Daquan Jolly Jr. fired up. Butler bench is fired up. Husky crowd a little bit quiet after that one. Butler has the lead, 81-79. Final moments here of this one, Jay. Running out of time. We're going to take a quick break before my question. Come right back.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing, though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Gamar Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the 3 in the clip. Game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The 1 twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld. This is your shot.
Yo, yeah.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast facts, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be tripping with my foes, tipping, shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Welcome back, everyone. We were talking during the break day about UConn this possession. They're down a couple of points here. 2 points, big back, 81-79. They need a shot here kind of quickly on offensive, but where do they go with the ball?
I'm thinking you put the ball in Morgan's hand and ask him to get to that Big East logo under that free throw line and kick it out to Nations or Redmond. Or if Redmond and Nations is not open, you should have Oliver somewhere down there that's ready and able to dunk the basketball because he is 7'1". That's what I think UConn is going to do.
Yes. You know what I say about hoops? Is have 7 foot tall. You can't teach that. As we get back to game action here. 2-point lead. Redmond for the lead. Got it! Corey Redmond gives the Huskies a lead a big-time shot. Another break is coming up. Be right back, folks. Welcome back, everyone. 82-81. So we rather mention it at the top of the broadcast. Known for being clutch. He struggled this season, but known for being clutch when he needs to. Big shot right there from Redmond. Gave the Huskies the lead. But, Jay, that was a fantastic inbound play from Dan Hurley. Grew up there.
Absolutely. We call that a sideline out-of-bounds play, a slob. And Dan Hurley is known, literally known for drawing up. He does it on the spot. These are brand new plays. He sits there and tells everybody what to do in the moment. They don't practice this. They just have to go out there and execute it. And that's exactly what UConn did right there for Redmond. They executed that to perfection. Dan Hurley is a mastermind on offense. And he drew that one up to perfection, B-Rock.
Yes, the game is 2 halves, coaching and actually playing. All the coach can do is draw up the plays. Players go there and execute that time. Both sides work in tandem to perfection. As the Huskies the lead now, but it's not over yet. It is not over. 82-81. Butler a chance to respond here, and that is him. Gets it. Another rejection. You called it during the break, and it happened. Right on cue.
And I'm not mad at Tim. He is the lead guy on this team, but he has to be smarter at the end of the game. He has to know Oliver is coming over to block that or try to volleyball spike that. He has to get his teammates involved or get a clearer angle to the rim.
Yeah, he tried to draw contact, and he did. It just wasn't called. That's unfortunate for him.
No, it's the Big East. It's the Big East, J-Ron. There's no fouls under 30 seconds in the game.
Unless it's an intentional foul like that one, right? We'll see Free Redmond at the line here as now Butler had no choice but to play the foul game, and Redmond good on the first one. 2-point. Huskies lead. Got a box out here. Doesn't matter. They make both free throws here. One time out for Butler. They're not going to use it here. He'll get down the throw. They will use it here. They have me fooled. They have me fooled. But they use the best ball up the court without paying time off the clock there, Jay. Is that a questionable call to you, though, perhaps?
You talking about the timeout?
Yeah, to use timeout after dribbling the ball up the floor, I mean.
No. They got it past half court. That means the ball is going to be in the half court situation. It's going to be another flop, sideline, out of bounds play. I'm interested to see what that matter's going to draw up here. We know they're going for 3 to tie the game, unless they want to play the long game and try to get a 2 really fast and then play the foul game. But I don't want to do that, especially if Redmond is making free throws and shots like this, because he is clutch. So I'm thinking Butler's going to go for the 3, B-Ron. And they got a lot of players that can make this shot. They got Chapman Daly, they got Timms. Jolly Jr. has been making shots as of late in this game. And Keys is a big man that can shoot the ball as well. So if he gets open, it's possible he could make this shot. I'm interested to see how many options are going to come out this timeout for Butler, B-Ron.
Yeah, this is a spot maybe where you put your 3-point specialist guys on the floor for this kind of situation. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. This is the type of situation I thrive in, B-Ron. Sniper J here. Love this type of shot.
That's what you're looking for, and I'm right there with you. You gotta go for a 3 here, personally. I don't want to give UConn a chance to win the lead any more than they already have. Kevin Daly has it, guarded by Morgan. Tries a 2 instead and doesn't get it. And the shot clock has been turned off after that one. I don't think that's what they called there. Drew up, and they had Ratwolves in front of him, I guess. Malcolm Oliver, though, goes to the free throw line. And we know that Oliver is not a great free throw shooter. He's on average 76.5 coming into the game. First one up, he does hit the first one. Gotta get one more here, though. Does Oliver. Hits them both 6 for 8. Or 6 for 9 in the game.
Butler dropped the ball here. Butler dropped the ball here. Butler gave this game away.
Yeah, and that turnover there is gonna more than likely put this one away here as they'll foul Hassan Abdallah here. Dyson on the foul. Hassan Abdallah going to the line. Was here earlier in the game. He did miss both last time he was down here. 0 for 2.
I think this game is over, B-Ron. UConn did a good job of protecting home court tonight and getting the upset.
Well, Abdallah does miss the free throw, but for theatrics' sake, I'll keep it up for a few more seconds. All right, come on, guys. You're not helping my case here. As they turn the ball over again. Back-to-back possessions here.
This is a learning point for Butler. They did not close this game like they wanted to. I'm pretty sure they're going to drop in the rankings. Another upset. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm happy for UConn.
Yeah, ball knocked out of bounds there at the end, but it's not going to matter as this one is final. 86-81. UConn upsets number 12 Butler in their very first taste of Big East action. Huskies 9-7, 1-0 in Big East play. Butler 12-5, 0-1 in Big East play with the loss tonight. For Sniper J, I'm B-Ron. Thank you all for tuning in tonight on SimWorld TV for SimWorld U. We'll see ya back here for more basketball action very soon. And remember,
This has been a presentation of SimWorld.